Welcome back to Jazz Cactus. Today we are making salted pretzel mousse. It's going to be so easy. You're going to see how easy this is, and you're going to be like, I got to make this.
And then you're going to make it.
And then you're going to make it. You're also going to learn why they call me the Byzantine flamethrower.
Jesus Christ.
We're learning a lot of things today.
Those poor Alexandrians.
We got chocolate covered pretzels, a cup of them. We're going to make like a little cheesecake crust kind of deal. We got our cactus butter in there. It's got 400 Michigan governors in it. It's a little sugar. Give this a little mix. Smashing here. A little chocolate, a little sugar, a little butter. Form a slutty little crust. That's it. Just till it's combined. Now we have ramekins because we're fancy, but you don't need to have ramekins. We're just going to put a little bit in each as to make the crust here. Remember, all of our Michigan governors are in these bad boys, so try to evenly spread them out. And then you have to do math. Don't blame me. We are crushing this at the bottom of the ramekins. We want to make a nice little crust here on the... I thought I said that already. It is going to be a little buttery, so bear with yourself. But you just want to push it down. It's going to be nice and clumpy on the bottom. There are no rules.
That I'm aware of.
No rules. All right, this is a failed experiment. We're going to use our fingers. You hear that, ladies?
Stay away, ladies. Don't worry. They're far away.
They're far away. We're going to put these in the fridge while we make the mousse. They just need like 10 or 15 minutes to harden up. It doesn't have to be like a cheesecake. We don't have to bake it because we're just going to go in with a spoon. We want nice spoonfuls. We just want it coated in our cactus butter, a little bit of sugar, and our chocolate covered pretzel. So we're going to put this in the fridge, and we are going to make the mousse. Back to my other nickname, heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
We are going to whip up some heavy cream. So we have a cup of heavy cream, a little bit of vanilla extract. We got 2 tablespoons of sugar and a little bit of salt to bring out the flavor. And because we are salty bitches, we're gonna give this a whisk. Use a mechanical one, electric blender, and we want to whip this up. A little trick when you're doing this is if you want this to come out perfect, put your whisk attachment in your bowl in the fridge or the freezer so it gets cold like the heavy cream. You can do the same thing with buttercream. It's a great little trick. We're gonna do this for about 3 minutes. Look at these stiff peaks we got on our whipped cream. The bowl is nice and cold. What you wanna do is get a microwavable safe bowl. You want to pour your bittersweet chocolate into it. I'll put this in the microwave if you don't have like a double boil situation. That's probably the best. We're doing this for you, for the at-home cook. You might not have a double boiler. You might just be stoned and want to use a microwave. The most important thing here is to do this in 30-second intervals. 30 seconds mix, 30 seconds mix. It seems mundane, it seems annoying, it seems like it is unnecessary, but if you burn this chocolate, you ruin your entire mousse. And we're not here for that. So 30 seconds in and out, probably gonna do 3 or 4 rounds. We're gonna get this nice and melted. Rub it all over my body.
My body! You look good, covered in chocolate sauce.
You know the difference between a man and a joint?
No.
The joint hits the spot every time.
Damn.
We're gonna pour this in. This is what mousse is. Simple. We made whipped cream from scratch. We melted some delicious high-grade chocolate. Now we're gonna put this in and we're gonna fold it together. You don't want to mix, you don't want to whisk. So we let the chocolate cool. Now we're just going to give it a nice, as soon as we're done folding it, we will have our mousse.
Meows.
This is simple, fresh ingredients, chocolate, cream, a little bit of butter. In the mid-1950s, there were only 700 foods allowed to be consumed in America and Europe. You know how many there are today?
How many, Dom?
Over 10,000.
That's a lot.
Do you know how many are allowed in Europe today?
How many?
700.
Oh shit.
They're killing us. It's the same companies too.
Nestle, you sons of bitches.
Remember when we were in Italy?
I do remember.
Do you remember how crazy?
During our honeymoon.
Our honeymoon. And I came across that Powerade that only had 4 grams of sugar and none of them were added.
Yeah, wild.
And then I was like, this has to be made by a different company, or it's not. It's literally the same.
Yeah, they could just make it better. They don't. They just don't.
They like the bright colors and the addictive qualities, because...
Corporations do certainly love addictive products. My God.
Remember, the biggest act of rebellion in a world that profits from your illness is to prioritize your health. So rebel with us and eat your cactus and make whole foods. Dairy is okay, meat products are great, vegetables, fruits. Stay away from the processed foods, make everything yourself. We are gonna spoon these into our ramekins and then we're gonna let it set in the fridge for about 20 minutes and we're gonna fuck it up.
Fuck it
with our mouths.
Fuck it up.
We'll be back.
Tasty.
We got our mousse. We got our cups. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of salt and give it one last fold. Salt prior to baking does something very different than salt post baking. But the most important thing salt does is enhance flavor post baking or cooking. So if you taste something that's super salty, unless it's like a steak or something like that, you probably put too much salt. What you want the salt to do is enhance the other flavors. And now what we're going to do nice and easy is spoon these into the ramekins. The crust is nice and hard, like we like it.
We like it hard.
If you want to add raspberries, pistachios, anything you want to add, you get to add it in right now with the salt and just fold it in. We're just going to do a nice salty chocolate pretzel. Look at that. There's no flop to this. I'm going to flip this upside down and it shouldn't fall off right away.
Wow.
We're good. Daddy knows what he's doing.
Does he?
Just here.
And on the bottom.
A lot of power.
Chef Dom, power bottom extraordinaire.
Like Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, you do look a lot like Dolph Lundgren.
All right, just got to smooth these out. Then these got to go in the fridge for an hour or two to set. An hour if you're hungry, 2 or 3 hours if you got a little time. Make these ahead of time. Let them sit for 6-7 hours. You get a nice, rich depth of flavor. And remember, all of our Michigan governors are in the crust, so it doesn't really matter how much mousse you put on top. That's rich. That's Bezos rich.
Jeff Bezos.
Fuck you, Bezos.
Fuck you.
Fuck the banks while we're at it, too.
Fuck you, Chase Bank.
JP. Pierpont.
Jeppy.
Pierpont. We're going to put this in the fridge for 2 hours and take a little nap. Maybe have a little snacksident.
Snacksident.
We'll see in a couple hours.
Bye.
My nipples are hard.
I can see them from here. Wow, that is luscious.
I haven't had a lot of wins in life. I know you look at me, I look like a guy that's been winning his entire life.
Not what anyone's thinking right now.
But thanks to you and this channel and this food, I'm finally winning. And yeah, sure. Is this mousse going to erase the memory of my father convincing me my first sleepover was a costume party and dressing me up like Aladdin?
What have you done here? What did you do to me, to the world?
We've got a salted pretzel crust in here.
Salted pretzel crust.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is where our...
Macaroni gremlins?
That's where they are. All of them.
How many macaroni gremlins?
In this bad boy, probably 40. And the smaller ones, closer to 20 or 30. But we're going to go sharesies.
Sharesies.
Then we got a nice bittersweet chocolate, and that's important, with a nice flaky salt, with a light, airy whipped cream.
Delicate.
And a little bit of...
Magic? A little magic?
Mini chocolate chips. Because, like...
So magic.
When I hold the mini ones, they make me feel tall. Get your mind out of the gutter. This should taste like...
I'm gonna stick a spoon in it. I'm coming.
You know when your ice cream melts and you drink it like a shake?
Yeah.
That's what this should taste like, but in solid form.
Wow, I am ready. So
It's gone back to ice cream.
No. It's a different... You can't,
you
can't keep going from flaccid to erect like that.
Sure can.
But right now.
Wow. Oh, that chocolatey crunch. Oh my god. Why is it crunching like that? What'd you put in this? What'd you say?
Deep.
I'm gonna just come back around here.
Wow.
The flavor of this. Oh,
Dude, this is so simple. Oh,
The salty pretzels in this.
it's a must. It's a must.
It so balances the sweetness. It's just beautiful.
You could do a nice berry in there. You can put a little
Contrast
salt.
is decadent.
I put finishing salt on top because
You like
Kind
to
of a-
finish on top.
kind of a salt. I'm kind of a slut. But
Kind of slut that finishes on top.
you could ameliorate some pretzels and throw that on top.
What are you just showing off for the people? Ameliorate?
Sure.
You're gonna make them feel better after a bad deal? Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Get off my set.
Oh, I mean, I'll go, but
Oh man, it took it. That's really good. That's really good. You should make it. It's really easy. Got a little cactus butter in our pretzel crust, and it is.
we got some cactus butter in our pretzel crust.
Whew, that is good. I don't want to stop.
Don't stop.
If you guys,
Can't stop, won't stop.
it's so good. I feel like as soon as the camera leaves, my life is empty and hollow.
That's true even with the camera here. In fact, that's why the camera's here.
If any luck, I won't be hollow later tonight.
Ew.
Wow, I'm gonna keep eating this, and this is so good. I've made mousse before, and this is top tier. This is one of the top. Do we remember how we did it?
We don't remember, but
Just follow.
thankfully we pointed a camera at it, so.
Follow along. Watch how I did this. You can make it at home. You need 2 bowls, a little bit of utensils, a microwave, and a fridge. Then you're fucking will impress anybody you're trying to sleep with. Trust me. The bar is so low. It is like on the floor. Just take 15 minutes, make some mousse from scratch, and then when you're in bed, think of me. Which brings us to our Patreon. Head on over there, buy some merch, subscribe, support us the way this bra I'm wearing is supporting me.
Poorly?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there together. Thanks to you. Thanks to Patreon. But not thanks to Jeff Bezos because he's a prick.
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos!
Oh my God, that's so good. We'll see you next week. Fuck right off. Wow, that's so good. I could eat 7 of those.